Hey guys, this is Desmond here again, and I'm here to talk to you guys about the future Fabled Archetype, and specifically Dual Terminal 4. And for those of you who pay a lot of attention, you're going to notice some of these cards say Dual Terminal 7, and some of these cards say Dual Terminal 8. And the reason for that is, and I'm going to explain something kind of fundamental about understanding dual terminal sets for you guys who've been watching future dual terminal sets to find out what's coming in dual terminal and hidden arsenal. The Japanese and just the OCG in general have 50 card dual terminal sets, which consist of 30 new cards and 20 reprints. We have 100 card sets, which consist of 60 new cards and 40 reprints. So every two of their sets is one of ours. So dual terminal 1 and 2 in Japanese is our dual terminal 1. 3 and 4 in Japanese is our 2. 5 and 6 was our 3. And upcoming 7 and 8 will be what we get in dual terminal 4. So on and so forth. And the thing about the dual terminal cards is, whenever dual terminal 4 comes out, I think I've mentioned this already, none of the new cards in it are going to be legal until they've been reprinted in Hidden Arsenal 4. Because the ruling on dual terminal cards is they're not legal unless they've been printed in a different pack. So, without further ado, let's just go on into the Fabled stuff and talk about it. Okay, the Fabled Chawa. This guy, he works a lot like the Tricky. He's like a Fabled specific Tricky. Because during your main phase, you can discard one Fabled monster to special summon this card from your hand. So you discard maybe something that'll help you special summon something else, or something that you want in your grave, something along those lines, and you get Chawa. So that's really nice. That's exciting new. And if you haven't noticed, all the Fabled cards have got these little guys on them, and I think that's kind of cool. The Fabled Archetype is supposed to be like a bunch of fallen angels and stuff. Well, Fabled, just Fabled, not the Fabled is like beasts, like mythical beasts based on different things. The Fabled Catsith, see there's our little guy, he's sweating. And when this card is discarded to the graveyard, you can select and destroy one face-up card on the field. For those of you who are familiar with the Dark World archetype, you may notice that he's kind of a lot like Gren and Kaki, or Kaki, not Kaki. Gren and Kaki kind of mixed together. So that's interesting. And he is also a tuner. So we're getting new tuners, lots of them. Here is another new tuner. Surprise. And this guy's 2 stars, and his effect is exactly the same as Fabled Lurries. When this card is discarded to the graveyard, special summon it. The Fabled Ganesha. I'm not really super excited about this card, but it does have a nice effect. I might end up running it anyways. I'm just not sure how or where yet. When this card is discarded, you special summon it, but if it was summoned this way, it gains 200 attack, but it's removed from play when it leaves the field. But it's a level 3 that summons himself when he's discarded, so that's pretty crazy. Maybe run Burial from a deity to recycle him or something. The Fabled Nozuchi. During your main phase, you can discard one Fabled monster to special summon this card from your hand. So he's also got like a tricky style effect like Chawa did. And if this card is special summoned this way, you can special summon one level 2 or lower Fabled monster from your hand. So you summon this guy and you summon another tuner, just something level 2 or lower that you want. The Fabled Pegasus. Look at that, we got another tuner. When this card is discarded, you can set it in face-down defense position, and when it's flipped face-up, you can reveal one Fabled monster in your hand to send one Fabled monster from your deck to the graveyard. So he's kind of got like a little bit of a Fabled-specific Foolish Burial built into him, which is very, very nice. There's a lot of cards in Fabled that you love to have in your graveyard, specifically Kushano and Sulcius. The Fabled Cockatour. And then, of course, we got our little dude right there. I think this one's kind of like the funkiest looking Fabled coming out. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can discard one Fabled monster to draw one card. So he's got 17 attacks, so he actually can viably destroy something. If it destroys something on battle, you discard a Fabled monster, and you draw one card. So we're getting tons and tons of discard engines. The Fabled Dianara, I'm not exactly sure how it's properly pronounced. I am very, very excited about this card. You contribute one Fabled monster to tribute summon this card in face-up attack position. And once per turn, when your opponent activates its normal spell card, its effect becomes your opponent selects and discards one card from your hand. So, he's on the field, and your opponent activates a normal spell card for the first time this turn, and you can negate it and just discard one Fabled monster, or discard one card from your hand instead. The Fabled Unicorn, we're getting 2 new Synchro monsters, and this is one of them. I'm more excited about this one than the second one, but I still think they're very cool. And he's a Fabled Tuner and one or more non-tuner monster. He's going to be replacing my Armory Arm. While both players have the same number of cards in their hands, and we're going to have a lot more hand control, so this isn't going to be too hard for us to do during our turns. Negate the activation of the effects of your opponent's effect monsters, spell cards, and trap cards, and destroy those cards. So, if you have the same number of cards in your hand, and your opponent tries to activate any effect, that effect is negated, and the card who activated the effect is destroyed. This can't be stopped by Stardust, this can't be stopped by anything that I can think of. And then, although of course before he hits the field he could be solemned or something like that. The Fabled Kudababi, I think that's what it is. He's a Fabled Tuner and a non-tuner. He's also level 4. I'm not as excited about this one as I was about Unicorn. But still, he's new. People are excited about him. He has 2 different effects based on the number of cards in your hand. If you have 0, he can't be destroyed by battle or by card effects. So that's something kind of interesting. But if you have 3 or more, he's destroyed during the end phase. So that's kind of a risky card. I don't know. We'll see how he runs. And that is our new Fabled cards. As you can see, there's lots of new stuff that we're getting. We're getting a lot more of the Fabled. The Fabled there's a distinction between the Fabled and, if I can find them again, Fabled. All of the Fabled are Fiend-like types. All of the Fabled are Beast-like types. And of course, the Fabled is a sub-archetype of Fabled, and they mix together very well. And any card and you'll notice that all the Fabled cards still say Fabled monsters, not the Fabled. So they'll work for both. So they're very exciting new cards, and I am actually excited for them to come out. I definitely see Fabled moving to Tier 1 after all this stuff comes out. Specifically, Chawa, Ceruvel, Dianara, and Unicorn are really going to change this deck. And I'm not trying to underplay any of the other cards because they're definitely all going to see play in someone's deck. And that's pretty much it. I'm sorry these videos are running on for so long, but I can't really adequately discuss an archetype in such a short period of time. So, all the normal stuff. Rate, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you guys watching my videos. Thanks. This is Desmonted, signing out.